Hi students, let's start with today's topic. Today we are going to study how metallic oxides reacts with acids and why do metallic oxides reacts with acids only. So before this topic we have already discussed that acids and bases combine together to form salt and water, or else we can say that during a neutralization reaction acid will always combine with the base to form salt and water. So now in this particular topic, I've written metallic oxides react with acids. That means somewhere I want to say that metallic oxides are basic in nature and they show all the properties which a particular base will represent. So suppose if I say that bases can turn red litmus to blue, so since metallic oxides are basic in nature, we can easily convert the red litmus to blue. Now before beginning with the concept, what is metallic oxide? So metallic oxides are the oxides of metals. So if I take into consideration Zn, zinc plus O2 gives you ZnO. So that is a metallic oxide. If I take into consideration copper, Cu plus O2 gives you CuO. So that is again a case of metallic oxide. Similarly, if any metal combines with oxygen, it leads to formation of its oxides, which are known as metallic oxides. And all the metallic oxides generally act as a base whenever they react with acid. So it is just similar to neutralization reaction. In neutralization reaction, we say that acids reacts with bases to form salt and water. So similarly, I'm saying over here, metal oxides reacts with acids to form salt and water. So since acid, we are using the acid already, so metal oxide will act as a base for the reaction. So let's observe how the reaction will proceed. Let's start with the reaction. So we have taken different materials. I've taken copper oxide. Now, why I have taken copper oxide? Because we are discussing about metallic oxide. Copper is a metal. When it combines with oxygen, it will form its oxide. So copper oxide is black in color, as you people can observe here. I have taken a copper oxide in a watch glass, and now I will add this copper oxide to the beaker, and I have taken little amount of hydrochloric acid, which I will pour in the beaker containing copper oxide. Also, I've taken glass rod in order to stir the mixture well or mix the mixture well. So let's observe how exactly we'll proceed with the experiment. So now I've added copper oxide, black color. I've taken dilute hydrochloric acid. I'll add the dilute hydrochloric acid and mix the contents. Now, as you people can see, the color change. Initially, the color of the copper oxide, if I'll just show it to you again. Initially, the color of copper oxide was black. Now, when I have added HCl to it, hydrochloric acid to it, you can see the color of copper chloride changes to bluish green. This is because copper oxide has reacted with HCl and it leads to formation of copper chloride. So simply we follow the rule of neutralization reaction in this particular concept, that is acid plus base gives you salt and water. So now over here acid is dilute hydrochloric acid but base is copper oxide. So metallic oxide is acting as a base for the reaction. So it leads to production of salt and water, as you can observe. Now, how exactly we will present this particular equation in the form of general equation, that is how you will keep this equation in mind, is like in case of neutralization, we say acid plus base gives you salt plus water. So whenever we talk about metal oxide, since we are dealing with reaction of metal oxide with acid, so we'll say metal oxide plus acid will give you salt and water. So I hope it was very easy to understand. Now let's take an example also. We have already represented it through practical. Now this is how we'll write the chemical equation for the particular reaction. That is, I've taken copper oxide, formula is CuO. I've taken hydrochloric acid, I've written HCl. And as soon as the single displacement reaction takes place, that means hydrogen will be replaced, or you can say, because hydrogen is more reactive, this is a sort of double displacement reaction because both are compounds, not a single displacement. It's a sort of double displacement. So hydrogen I've taken over here and copper is present here. Now according to the reactivity series, hydrogen is more reactive than copper. So it will displace copper and copper will combine with chlorine. So hydrogen will just shift its position and combine with oxygen, or copper will shift its position and combine with chlorine. So copper will form CuCl2, copper chloride, and hydrogen will form water. So you can see acid plus base, or else I can write base plus acid gives you salt plus water. So this is a type, it's again a type of neutralization reaction itself, because metallic oxides are reacting with hydrochloric acid to give salt in water. So we can say that whenever we talk about metallic oxides, they are basic oxides. Now you can see I've taken one more example. In this I've taken sodium hydroxide and acetic acid. So now when we talk about base and acid, it forms salt plus water. So it is similar to a type of neutralization reaction. So this is basically a neutralization reaction, that is acid plus base gives you salt plus water. Similarly, when we talk about metallic oxides, they act as a base. So when they combine with acid, they form salt and water. I hope the concept is clear from the video, from the experiment, with what we have done right now. Now, the concept about non-metallic oxides. If we talk about non-metallic oxides, since we have already done the reaction of metallic oxides with acids, now let's start with non-metallic oxides with base. So non-metallic oxides, we say that non-metallic oxides are acidic in nature. That is why they are reacting with base and not with acid. So it is very much clear, metal oxides are basic, non-metallic oxides are acidic. So metal oxides will show the property of base and non-metallic oxides will show the property of acid. So we can observe this reaction. This reaction we have done already. When we do the test for carbon dioxide gas, the reaction between carbon dioxide and calcium hydroxide, that is slaked lime, is a type of example which you can take for the reaction between a non-metallic oxides and a base. So over here, what I have done, this reaction already we have studied when we did the concept of test for carbon dioxide gas. So I have taken carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide, since carbon is classified under non-metals, so its oxide will be known as non-metallic oxide. Carbon, when all the non-metals, not only carbon, all the non-metals, when they combine with oxygen, they form non-metallic oxides. And these non-metallic oxides, they show the property of acids. So this is the reason why the non-metallic oxides react with bases. So I've taken carbon dioxide gas, which is transparent. You people know the color of the carbon dioxide gas, it is colorless. And I've taken calcium hydroxide, which is also known as slaked lime. The formula for calcium hydroxide is CaOH hold twice. So I've written the formula: calcium hydroxide, CaOH, hold twice. 2 times OH, so I've written 2 times OH over there. So calcium hydroxide, since I'm talking about hydroxide, so it's a base. It will react with carbon dioxide, which is a non-metallic oxide, and it is acting as an acid for the reaction. So ultimately, it will lead to formation of white color calcium carbonate, which is again a salt, and water will be liberated in the reaction. So you can observe whether we say metallic oxides reacting with acid or we say non-metallic oxides reacting with base, both the reactions are a type of neutralization reaction. Only one thing you need to keep in mind, that is metallic oxides are basic. So you can learn in the form MOB. MOB is the MOB, MOB. Metallic oxides are basic. So you can keep this in mind. You can learn the trick. You can learn it through the trick. That is, how do we keep in mind that metal oxides? Because generally students ask me that how do we keep in mind that metal oxides will react with acids only. So there's a trick. You can learn it in the form of MOB. MOB means metallic oxides are basic. And NAMOA, NAMOA means non-metallic oxides are acidic. So since metallic oxides are basic, they will react with acids. And since non-metallic oxides are acidic, they will react with base always. I hope the concept of metallic oxides and non-metallic oxides is clear. Thank you.